We built btwb to support independent gyms. These gym owners have unique journeys that led them to create incredible communities in their towns or cities all around the world. Spotlight is going to help tell these stories and celebrate these people. All right, Will, man, thanks for making this happen, brother.
Absolutely glad to be here.
Let people know what's the name of your gym and where you're located.
Okay, so we are JH CrossFit. We're located in Mobile, Alabama, and we've been here since 2016.
You guys ever heard of something called humidity?
We got about 150% of it every day.
Is it just what goes on in the gym in those rugged months? Is it you got a big space, right? 10,000 square feet. Is it climate controlled? Or you just got good old rugged Alabamans down there just making it happen?
We could not be so fortunate. No, we have let's see, four garage doors. All of them stay open all the time. We have fans everywhere, and we just hope that we don't lose our hearing by the time we're up in age.
Man, I tell you what, I spent about 11 years of my life in the Virginia Beach area, which is, obviously, we're probably considered northerners compared to you guys. But the humidity there, that was the place that I lived across the US that had the most humidity. I've lived in elevation and in Denver, Colorado, worked out and all kinds of stuff. I think humidity takes the cake. I mean, I'd rather work out at elevation. Humidity's rugged, so my hat's off. You bet you get some tough clientele.
100%, and not to mention we're also we've beat out Seattle a couple of times for the rainiest city in America.
What?
So we get throughout the summer, it rains almost every day, off and on. So it'll be like 104 degrees. It'll rain, then it'll be it'll be a sauna. Like it just gets hotter. The air is so thick you could eat it. So yeah, we've got tough clientele.
Oh, man, okay, so now you've got other questions pop. We'll get to everything else in a second. Now you got questions popping up. Do you guys have to do anything in particular to keep like your gear from just rusting out? Or
Um,
is it just okay? They build it that way.
It is, for the most part, everything's okay. Like, I mean,
Wow.
there's going to be rust, but it's nothing like what our more coastal affiliates down here have to deal with. You know, Orange Beach, over in Pensacola, um,
Okay.
even down in like the 38 area, Panhandle of Florida, they deal with a lot more than we do because they're so close to salt water. We're only a couple of miles from Mobile Bay, but it's kind of brackish. So, can't really complain. We just know that there's a shelf life of our equipment that's shorter than some other affiliates.
Man, okay, very cool. And so you've got your gym 10,000 square feet. I mean, that's monstrous. Is that where you guys started or has it been an evolution to get there?
It is where JH itself started. However, the building was split down the middle. So
Okay.
we were probably 4 or 5,000 square feet, and then we expanded and took over the other half of the building, knocked down a wall. We're in a big warehouse. There's a couple of offices in the front as well as an apartment that get rented out. JH actually stands for John's house. The original owner, John Satulo, lived in the little apartment. It's like 800,000 square foot apartment. He lived there in the front of the building. And whenever he bought it, he named it JH as John's house because he was living here.
That's awesome. So you had a short commute.
Yep, very.
You can't get away from work though, is the other part of that. When we were going back and forth setting up this interview, you mentioned and then you mentioned before we started recording that you're in like just a super busy season. So, let people know you're somehow running this gym, but it's not your full-time gig. What else do you do?
I'm actually a full-time professional firefighter, so I have that, and then I balance this thanks to some really, really amazing staff. I run most of the back end things. We're on Mayhem Programming, but we edit it and make sure that it fits our space, our equipment, our clientele. We make sure that they have various different levels and scales, and then I rewrite some of the coaching tips as well to kind of cater to our coaches. But I've got some really awesome support staff that help me with I've got a membership success manager named Renee who's awesome, she's been amazing to me. And then just my coaches helping me run things. There's times where if something's going to go wrong, I'm definitely not going to be able to be here. So I just have to pick up the phone and hope that whoever answers has got my back. And it happens all the time. And I'm constantly reminded that God's good and that I've got good people behind me.
Were you a firefighter before being a gym owner or a gym owner then became a firefighter?
Uh, okay. I was a firefighter before owning JH. However, in the fitness industry since 2018. So a
Okay.
bit of a loaded question, but it's the first affiliate that I've owned, and I was already with the fire department first.
I guess I'm getting to, for somebody who's just so busy with your limited free time, what made you take on another endeavor?
Um, to be honest, uh, I'm a Christian, and it was kind of a prayer and faith led answer. I had decided that I wasn't going to do it after a lot of prayer and thought because I was like, it's just going to take too much away from my main career, too much away from my relationship, things like that. And then I got a little nudge, didn't sleep for a couple of days. It was like, hey, you really need to think about this. And
Hmm.
I also have a business partner. I'm the managing partner, but I have a business partner who made it a lot more feasible for me, just kind of took a lot of the stress off. That way, at the end of the day, it's not just on me. If it
It's
was
a team
just me,
effort.
there's no way I could do it.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Are you the fittest guy at your fire department?
Absolutely not.
Oh, absolutely not. Okay, I thought you said absolutely.
We have I guess in like the CrossFit spirit of being decent at everything and are
Generalist.
great at nothing. Um, the strongest guy at our fire department is actually a member of our gym, so that's cool to have.
That's
He is a
cool.
master's athlete who's just insane. He eats like 18 eggs for breakfast every morning. But we also have some endurance athletes that are crazy. Our gold standard or 100% standard for our mile and a half run time is like 7:28 or 7:37 or something like that. It's like insane. It's
That's
most people's mile time.
cooking.
And
Right.
we have one guy who can consistently hit it every single year, and I will never be able to live up to
Wow,
that.
that
So
is
I'm
blazing
very well
fast.
rounded, but I'm not. I think I ran a mile and a half in a competition last week, and it was 8:40. So
Oh
I
man,
will
dude.
not be running a 7:30.
Oh, come on though. I'm sure you're also plenty strong. If you can do a sub 9 mile and a half, you have no worries in this world. I mean, that honestly, like that's good running. If you got to go faster than that, take a car. You know, what I mean, that's great. So give people kind of a sense that maybe haven't been down to, Mobile in your area. What's JH CrossFit like? What's the vibe? Some gyms skew older, younger, more competitive, less competitive, whatever it is. If somebody walked in, what's the vibe? Give us a sense of it.
Okay, so I've only actually been at JH for 2 years, so I can give a very fresh perspective on the vibe. I left another gym from Central Alabama that I thought was going to be the best gym experience I've ever had. It was my college gym. It's where I really fell in love with fitness. Even though I started as a teenager, that is like it solidified me having a career in fitness. And so I was a little bit hopeless that I was never going to have that experience again. And I walked in the doors, and the members here are just so welcoming, so loving. This place, and I know every CrossFit gym owner says this, but it's all about community. Uh, they do such a good job of making sure you feel welcome. The previous owner, John, can't say enough about him. He helped create that community because anytime somebody walked in the door, he was going to make sure that if he didn't know it whenever you first walked in, the next time you walked in, he was going to know your name. He was going to know something about you. He was going to call you by your name. He was going to yell at you and tell you to have a good day or thank you for coming before you left. Like you were always going to feel like you were the center of attention, even if you weren't. And
Mm,
so that's what this place is about. It's about community. It's about getting away from the stress of everyday life for that 1 hour a day that you're here or more. You're able to not think about the rest of life and just be encouraged. We celebrate every victory, big, small. And then if somebody comes in and they're not having the best day, we try to pick up on that, both we as members and we as staff, and
mm,
just encourage them. Hey, what's going on? How can we make your day better? Can we talk? What can we do? Or hey, do you just want to put your headphones in and work out alone? If
right,
so,
right.
by all
What do you
means,
need?
go after it. But just try to stay in touch with people and make sure that we show that we care about them. So that's what JH is about. As far as like the age of our members, we have a pretty good spread, but I think the median age of our members, or excuse me, the mean age of our members, the last time I looked at it was like 37, 36,
Okay.
37. So we're a good healthy split. And ironically, it kind of varies by class. Each class has their own personality,
Oh,
as
I
most
bet.
owners know. So our oldest member is in his 80s, and our youngest member is 12.
The 80-year-old, I'm sure, is a beast. I mean, that's the goal right there, to still be walking into a gym at 80 something.
We have a workout that we do every year that has a max. I forget what the workout is even called, but it's a max effort or a max hang from a pull-up bar. It caps at 6 minutes, and every time you drop, you have an 800-meter run. And he held all 6 minutes 2 years in a row.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
That's extraordinarily impressive.
I wish I had the grip strength. Last year, there's 5 or 6 people that worked out with me at like 3:30, and they have a great memory of me. If you're familiar with Scooby Doo, and like anytime he and Shaggy
Sure.
like run in place, they like levitate and run in place trying to get away from something. I was at 5:58, and I lost my grip trying to go from one hand to the other, and I like Scooby Dooed in place and then basically cried for 30 seconds before I took off running because I only had 2 seconds left. So for him to go
That is
6 minutes unbroken is insane.
That's insane. That's actually one of the most impressive things I've heard in a long time. And I talk to a lot of CrossFitters like that. If you see that gentleman, please give him a high five for me. Like that is really, really cool. Wow. Okay. Wow, that just actually blew my mind. You get a big space.
Yeah.
It probably takes more than two members to pay the mortgage, to pay the lease. Gym owners are always curious as to what works to attract new members. Have you done anything that you have found works better or worse than something else to get people in the door?
Um, One thing that we've been focusing on lately is new member education, foundations class, teaching the non-foundational movements of CrossFit, reinforcing that in our classes and the warm-ups. I always stress on my coaches that the warm-up is your time to teach. If we're doing power cleans that day, if we've got 3 or 4 members in the class who are really new, okay, let's go over the basics. Our older members are always going to be able to like relearn something, get a better grasp of it, or maybe you're even teaching them how to teach the movement,
Mm,
so to speak. Um,
right.
Lately, it's been new member education, making sure that those who are completely new to the sport feel welcome, just to overcome that like 90-day barrier of joining a CrossFit gym and then them leaving because they don't feel welcome
Right.
or they feel overwhelmed or they feel like everybody else is above their level kind of thing.
No, that
And
makes
also
sense.
trying to introduce them to existing members who are long-term members who have been in their shoes, who can kind of like, hey, I'm not a coach, I'm not affiliated with the gym at a professional point, but I'm still here, I still love it, and this is why I'm still here, this is how I got into it, and what you're feeling is, very valid.
That's cool. Um, is the mustache an all the time thing, or you get it ready for November and you want to make a statement?
Um, Mustache is new. I had 10 we I usually I'm on a 24/48 schedule. So I work 24 hours and then I'm off for 48 with the fire department. And so for the last 2.5 years, I've shaved every third day. I was off for 10 days in July slash early August, and I grew my beard out because my facial hair is insane. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave the stash. And then it just kind of stuck.
Good for you. I was gonna say you get a head start in November. You'll be crushing it. I know it's this big in the police and fire department, isn't it?
It can be. It's a shot. It's kind of a like flex, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah, not everybody has the genetics to pull off just a legitimate solid mustache. That's cool. You got a lot of choices out there. You're busy, free time is, minimal. You want to run your gym effectively. Why'd you go with the all-in-one from btwb?
So, um, I've worked with, and then now Beyond the Whiteboard, all at different facilities, not just at JH. Um, I think the leg up that Beyond the Whiteboard has is really its member facing structure. Uh,
Mm,
from the back end, has good, has bad, whatever. But from a member facing standpoint, there's the AI demonstrations that are directly seen under the workouts each day. You can attach videos, which you can do on multiple structures, but um, it's easier to add your score. It's easier to see your workout. It's easier to see the leaderboard. It's easier to look back at old progress, dig into stuff like that, than etc. And so, regardless of what it's like for me on a programming standpoint, It being easier for my members is what really sold it. I love the app. I love the integration that it has with their results. And then the icing on top was we historically have done our own programming in house, but obviously, with me having a full time position, in addition to this, we are a Mayhem affiliate. So the integration with CrossFit Mayhem was kind of the icing on top, which
Nice.
obviously other platforms have. But again, I got that. Plus, I got an app that my members are very happy with.
Well, and I can tell you, um, the your experience and your members' experience, those two will only continue to improve. Because kind of like you're all in to make you experience the best at your gym. The people at btwb, that's how they are in tech. So like, expect continual updates, improvements, advancements. So it should only continue to improve. So that's really cool. We'll let people know how can they, maybe they're traveling through the area, they got some relative down there or a friend or whatever it happens to be. How can they find your gym, website, social media? Let us know.
If you're in the area, we do offer drop-ins, obviously. But if you're in the area and you would like to try us out, we do offer a free class for those local who are interested in joining. You can do that through our website, jhcrossfit.com. We have got drop-in offerings, we've got free class offerings, and then we've got our membership prices listed there as well. Everything can be purchased, sorted through there. And then my personal contact info is at the bottom of each page, my email and my phone number. So that's a great way to reach me. Um, and then on social media, we are just at JH CrossFit on both Facebook and Instagram. Uh, we've got some really cool stuff going on there. This is actually our member appreciation month. So we're doing a
Oh,
giveaway
nice.
each week. We gave away some grips and a jump rope, some shoes last week. Then we're giving away a wolf pack this week. So we're featuring some sponsors, some members, and a couple other things on there this month. So be sure to check us out there.
Very, very cool, man. Well, I'll tell you, I don't know if I've been to a lot of places. I don't know if I've actually been to Alabama. That might be one of the few states I've never been to, but if I find my way down there, I'll
Come
hit
on.
you up. And if you find yourself in the greater Seattle area, you got my email,
I
hit
was
me
there
up.
last year and I might be back. So
Let me know. Let me
will
know.
do.
All right, man. Well, hey, um, good job managing all that you're juggling. Appreciate your service as a first responder and also as a gym owner. So, and thanks for sharing your story today.
Absolutely. It was great speaking with you.